Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be investigating a fragrance from the house of Tom Ford. This is known as Eau d'Ambre Leather, which came out in 2024, and this is classified as a leather scent. So, of course, the original Ambre Leather that was a very hyped up fragrance came out in 2018. Then there was the Ambre Leather Parfum, which came out in 2021. So some people out there think that a lot of the flankers are cash grabs, but I would say with this fragrance here, this is definitely, in my opinion, the most wearable and the most pleasing of the three Ambre leathers. So I'm just going to give this a spray in the back of my wrist and we'll break down the notes. So initially, you get some vanilla notes and some sweet and spicy vibes. It's very fresh and it has kind of a slightly carbonated, a little bit of like a fizzy feel to it. So as it dries down, this is the first time you take in any type of leather notes, but it's not oiled, aged type of leather. It's more of a sleek suede leather. And a lot of the original Ambre Leather definitely had a heavier leather feel to it than this fragrance. This one, it's more of a smoother style of suede. So as it dries down, the leather takes a back seat and the sweetness kind of smooths out. So the fragrance starts to become kind of a suede, vanilla, sweet, coriander type of fragrance. Later on, the fragrance still has some sweetness to it, some vanilla vibes, but you get a slight tobacco. The suede is still there, and it's a little bit powdery. So like most of Tom Ford's fragrances, there isn't a lot of complexity, there isn't a lot of development. They're always very linear, but it works for Tom Ford in the sense that people love a lot of the fragrances and continually buy them. As advertised, the top notes are cardamom, ginger, and coriander. The mid notes are vanilla and leather, and the base notes is a synthetic note, which I've never heard of until this fragrance. It's called Ambrofix, which is a synthetic note that has a very complex profile of being ambery, piney, woody, floral, leathery, tobacco-like, and musky. It's a little bit scary, though, to think that this synthetic note of Ambrofix can smell like 9 or 10 different notes. And you wonder if this is the future of fragrances, where there's just a fragrance that is one synthetic note that is a combination of various notes. So instead of having, like in this one, the cardamom, the ginger, the coriander, the vanilla, and leather, there's just a synthetic note, which one note is the fragrance. And that's where I think things unfortunately are heading for a lot of fragrances. The performance on this one is very good, about 6 to 7 hours. I think anyone that's in their early 20s and up can wear it. I would only put on 1 or 2 sprays because it's not a super heavy fragrance. It's definitely more wearable than the other Tom Ford fragrances, but start with 1 or 2 sprays and see where it leads you. This, like I said, is more wearable in my opinion, more pleasing than the original Ambre Leather, but I do enjoy the original Ambre Leather as well. So final thoughts on this. I think this is an excellent scent. And of the three, I think this is the most appealing, the most wearable of the three Ambre leathers. And it's still very sexy. I think either men or women can wear it. But this is definitely the least opulent of the three Ambre leathers, where it doesn't have that real heavy, thick, dense feel that many of Tom Ford's fragrances have. And this is a tamer fragrance in terms of some of the Tom Ford line that we have witnessed in the past. So I would say the only drawback to this in Tom Ford's fragrances is always the price tag. But if you can afford it, I would definitely get some samples and try this out, because this is not like necessarily a date night scent or like a romantic type of scent. This is something you could wear as a signature scent, because it doesn't have that same density. So I would say this is an excellent, pleasant fragrance from Tom Ford that's going to have a lot of universal appeal, and definitely, like I said, it could be a signature scent that if you're a guy, the ladies will like, and if you're ladies, the ladies can wear as well, and I think they would enjoy it as well. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions you have, leave them down below and I will always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.